Hello everyone, and this is the Mind, Body, Soul Evolution. My name is Debbie, and we are doing today pulling cards for our water signs for the month of June. So I'm just going to pull up my notes. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. So June 9th, Jupiter, the planet Jupiter that rules Sagittarius. The Jupiter is a huge planet and it expands everything that it touches. So it's moving into Cancer, where Jupiter loves to be in Cancer. I'm not quite so sure Cancer loves having Jupiter um, with it, but Jupiter absolutely loves Cancer. So during this time, right, the Cancer craves inner security, right? If like they have their little shell and they just kind of crave that inner security. Most of our water signs are very private about their lives for the most part, and they share when they feel like it's necessary. But this inner security, during this transit time, it encourages us like to find a sense of safety and belonging. So whether it's with yourself or your relationships. Now this whole year, started in November, has been about honoring yourself, nurturing yourself, and taking care of yourself. So with Jupiter in Cancer, you may notice places where you need a little more self-care, a little more, maybe might be time to set up some boundaries with some people. So just take a look and see what happens through this transit, right? This is also like a perfect time for emotional and spiritual growth, because this is encouraging introspection to look within ourselves and to have a deeper understanding of ourselves, our intuition, because Cancer, our water signs, are all about intuition and love and empathy and compassion. But we're going to be asked to look at our emotions and what they truly mean, and not what you think that they mean, but what they truly mean to you. Okay, so some of our emotions might become amplified because, again, Jupiter expands or amplifies everything that it touches. So intuition is going to be very strong, but your emotions are going to be very strong too. So anyone that has emotions that we've stuck and buried deep within, this is for everyone, but our water signs will be affected more, and especially Cancer. So whatever emotions, if you are the type who stuffs your emotions down or chooses not to look at them, they're going to come up. Jupiter is going to shine a light on that and bring them to the surface, because that's where the healing happens, right? It's when we acknowledge and look at things, when we choose not to look at things, and when we choose to ignore them, they just kind of sit under the surface and they fester and they just grow energy there. So don't be surprised if your emotions start to rise to the top. And if they feel like they're getting out of control, it's a good time to take a step back and just go, okay, like what does this mean, and where did this come from? And also don't be surprised if your intuition kicks in to high gear. So those of you who are psychic and gifted, you may need to put some boundaries around that as well. And those of you who are on the path of developing your intuition, it's going to start growing fairly quickly, and without you're not going to have to do a whole lot to help that growth. It's also a good time to take a look at the dreams that you have at nighttime, like your nighttime dreams. I've been having some weird dreams myself lately, and but it's fine. Mine have been about boundaries, about where boundaries were broken in the past and where I need to set boundaries, or the fact that I didn't set boundaries is what's holding me back. So this is for all of our water signs. We're going to start off with our dear friends, our Cancerian friends, and we're going to pull an animal spirit. I have 2 tarot decks, depending on which one I choose to do, and divine guidance oracle deck to end the reading. So how is everyone? And June will take us from the springtime in the northern hemisphere into summer, right? So Cancer truly officially begins the summer season. So if you are feeling like some of these things are getting a little overwhelming for you, I'm in the process of creating a program. It's going to be 14 weeks, and it starts in just a couple weeks, June 18th, I think it is, through September 15th. And it's 14 weeks. So 1 week we'll talk about spirituality, and then the next week we will take that conversation into a yoga practice. And then the next week we'll talk about intuition. And then the following week we'll take that into a yoga practice. So every other week is a yoga practice, and every other week is a spirituality discussion. So this is going to help you to decide, like, without diving in too deep, but just to whet your appetite a little bit, or give you a little sampling of what these different modalities mean, because not everybody needs everything. And we're going to talk about shadow work, and most people tend to run away from that, but yeah, it's just a little sampling for you to see how to work with these different modalities and energies, and to see what's working for you, right? So, but I'll have more about that later. So, Cancer, your animal spirit is humpback whale. I thought I pulled that for you before. Singer. So let me pull out the card. And we'll read this for you. So great way to start off, of course. Cancer. So this is for Cancer. Humpback whale, and it says singer. And our words are peaceful, gentle giant, love, singer, teacher, record keeper, power of breath, protection, strength, traveler, telepathy, and tireless. Now, I will say our water signs, just in general, tend to be keepers of secrets. So, so some of that, record keeper and teacher, and could be that you are holding some secrets in as well. Let's see what this says is sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. Humpbacks are the record keepers of the world. Whale people can connect to this ancient knowledge, but often do not understand where their knowing is coming from. Humpbacks are peaceful bards, B-A-R-D-S, of the sea. The males sing long, complex ballads to court the females. They often sing in unison. Their soulful songs are frequencies that release tension and heal the ocean with love. And I think you can get whale recordings, like on YouTube and stuff like that, and it's said to be very calming and healing. Their soulful songs are frequencies that release tension and heal the ocean with love. Humpback is a great totem for the musician and composer. Singing is a powerful act that links us to our eternal soul. Music unlocks hidden joy, inner knowing, and healing. So call upon Humpback to teach you to unlock your many gifts and help you to remember your history and your place in this world. So beautiful Cancer, beautiful card to start off with. And we will go with our tarot. And let's see what the tarot holds for our Cancers for the month of June. So, yeah. So Cancers may need to put up some extra boundaries as Jupiter comes in, because Jupiter can be a really strong energy for Cancer. Not so much Scorpio and Pisces, but Cancers, they have their shell. And Jupiter is going to ask you to change that shell out, or to grow into a bigger shell. And so you might feel a little restriction, Cancer, before that growth happens. But that's what happens, right? Just when we're on the verge of change and transformation, we feel restriction. So if that starts happening, that just means everything is working the way that it should. It may not be a comfortable transition or transformation, but it's working exactly as it should for you. So let's see what the tarot holds for our Cancer friends. Here we go. 6 of Swords. You're like, yeah, I'm out of here. Let's see. And this is the, what deck is this? I forget. The Light Seers deck, I believe it is. So the first card is Six of Swords. I have a card face down. So let's see what, we have two cards face down, one card face up. Six of Swords can also be, like in the traditional Rider-Waite, there's two or three people in a boat, and like they only have the clothes on their back, and the boat is moving away from where they're at to a new land, and it has, you know, the Six of Swords. And a lot of times that could be, you know, changing direction or moving, or a physical move. This is also could also be moving with your thoughts, or, you know, going off with your thoughts and seeing where they're leading you to. So, Six of Swords, we're on the bottom of the deck. Eight of Cups. I don't know now. Two cards about moving away. We'll see. Five of Wands. Six. Oh, you have 5, 6, and 7 of Wands. So if you were playing poker, it would probably be a good hand, right? 5, 6, 7 of Wands, and 8 of Cups. So you have like 4 cards in numeric order. So let's break this down. So again, Jupiter likes being in Cancer, but it makes Cancer uncomfortable, right? Because the growth can be a little too much, and you might be resisting. There's some resistance here. Maybe you want to get away from the thoughts, or just away from the whole energy. And then you have these 5 of Wands, and you're like, oh my goodness, like it just doesn't stop. Wands are fire energy. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Sagittarius is fire. It might get a little hot for you guys. It might feel, again, a little restrictive, like you're not ready to break out of your shell yet. But here's the thing. You know, the Tower card did not come up, and there's nothing to indicate the Tower. But you're ready for a transition. You're ready for a move, because you have the 6 of Wands, which is allowing yourself to be seen, allowing yourself to be honored and recognized for yourself and for whatever it is you're doing. 7 of Wands, allowing the energy to elevate you to your next level. Because you're 8 of Cups, you're using your intuition, and maybe some of you, this is an intuitive growth. Because again, Jupiter is going to expand our intuition. It's going to expand our emotions. Our emotions might get, you know, it might start to get like a little too much for us. Especially if you start to get caught up in the thoughts and you're trying to escape the thoughts in your mind, which sometimes we need to do. But you're ready. Some of you are on the verge of a really big breakthrough, and you're going to someplace new because you're leading with your intuition, or you're allowing your intuition to guide you into this next phase, whatever it is for you. And actually, for you guys, I think I'm going to pull a couple more cards from the other deck. Because recognition, finally being seen, and, you know, our water signs don't really want to be in the limelight, right? They're not ones to be generally center stage, depending on their, you know, their moon sign and their ascending sign. But generally, like, they like to be in the background a little bit. But it's, some of you, there's something you need to put out there, and that you're ready to put it out there, whether it is an idea, a concept, an invention, a personal growth that you've been working on. Maybe you've been working on your spiritual growth, and now you're ready to share that with the world, but you're like, I don't know. It feels like a big responsibility. I think I'll just take what I've been doing and take it elsewhere. And the universe is saying, like, no, like, it's time for you to put out into the world. And just let that energy, let the world kind of carry you up, taking you higher to the next level. You can still stay within your own bubble and your own world, but you're elevating. And that elevation is lighting up your intuition to guide you to a brand new direction. So let's see. Let's pull a couple more cards from the other deck. Because I wonder if some of you, or some of our Cancer friends, if maybe people wouldn't understand. Look, I'm an expert on having people not understand you. My family doesn't understand me, and that's fine. They don't need to. They don't need to understand me. But I wonder if some of you are resisting because you feel like you wouldn't be understood by your family, by your peers, or maybe you yourself are not quite understanding where this is taking you to, because this is moving forward with your intuition and your internal guidance, but you're going into like the vastness of where, right? You don't know. And maybe that's the thing, right? Cancers, you have your show, like you want to know where you're going. Where's my next house? And I think you're going on to a journey that those answers are just not quite there for you. And maybe you have to be okay with that. I don't know. Let's see if anything else wants to pop out. Okay. 7 of Swords, Temperance, Knight of Pentacles. Jupiter is entering into Cancer. Temperance is the card that rules Sagittarius, which you wouldn't think. I wouldn't think, but it is. And this is finding balance. Balance in the unknown. Balance in the resistance. It's like you're ready, but you're also learning how to put your guard down and to trust. Your intuition is guiding you somewhere. And although you still you have your protection at hand, you're also realizing that it's time to kind of put down the sword. You're finding balance between, okay, again, the sunlight and the nighttime, the day and the night, between where your fear lies and where your future self lies. Your final card is, well, at the tarot, is the Knight of Pentacles. So you don't have to move very quickly, right? This is, allow yourself to be really grounded and rooted to where you're going, because you're creating, again, you're creating pentacles as our earth signs, but this is about the things that we need. Structure, home, money, right? You're building a new life for yourself. For some of our Cancerians, you're building a brand new life for yourself, like completely different than, not only from what you've been doing, but than you thought you would ever do. Your intuition is strong. Let Jupiter expand that for you. You don't have to work for that. Let it expand. When it gets to be a little too much, close your eyes, go into your little internal bubble, and let the energy itself carry you. Cancer, you've got a lot going on. You're creating a whole new world for yourself, and it's ready for you. It's like Cancer, here's the light. Just follow the light. And you're like, no, I don't want to. It's like, yeah, follow the light. Let go of resistance. Yes, have your protection around you, but you can put the sword down, right? You don't have to point it out there. You can just carry it by your side. And if you feel you need it, but there's a divine guidance here. Now yesterday when I pulled for, who did I pull for yesterday? I forget. Anyway, you have a lot of divine guidance. You only have one major arcana that showed up out of all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of 8 cards, only one major arcana. Yesterday's reading was like almost all major arcanas. This is only one. So this is, you are being divinely guided. This is an archangel. So this is, you are absolutely guided to this because you're creating a brand new future. You can't see these trees. They are so far off into the distance, but you are being guided there. You have the sunrise here. You have the light sky here. You have the guidance here. You have acknowledgement here. You have the light in your bubble here. It's all laying itself out for you, Cancer. So yeah, so take a moment, take a breath. You don't have to rush, and you don't have to hide yourself away. Lean into the energies of Jupiter and just say, where are you taking me? What do I need to know about this journey? You've got this, Cancer. You can do it. We have one more card to pull. That was your tarot. We'll have one more card from the Divine Guidance Oracle deck. And we'll see what this closes you out with. But you're doing good, Cancer. You're doing good. And if you need anything, just reach out. Right? You just want to sit there and breathe. Just reach out. Okay, let's pull the top card here. Grounded. Many of the most beloved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. So just stay grounded. Oh, look at that. Was that a little goat? So just stay grounded. And just allow yourself to just move with the energy. You've got this, Cancer. It's a great reading. Let me know like where you're going or where you land. And when you start to feel that pull of Jupiter. Again, Jupiter will start into your sign on the 9th in 5 more days. So you're going to feel it. But that's okay. You'll be fine. Okay. Scorpio. How are Scorpion friends? So Scorpions, they are like life, death and rebirth. Not life and death. Death and rebirth. They surely are the transitional ones. They know all the secrets too, and they know what's happening before most other people know what's happening. So Scorpio, what does the month of June hold for you? Now, we don't worry too much about Scorpion because they're rather confident because they're so psychic intuitive. Let's see what your animal spirit is, though. Aw, the puffin, partnerships. I'll show you the card in just a second. Okay, so your key words are companionship, colorful, groups, loyalty, sensual, good parent, awkward, hard worker, and fun. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So puffins live in extremes of cold and seasonal darkness. They mate for life and their love keeps them warm. Puffins with their natural tuxedos are dressed up in black and white with a touch of color. They have a big attitude and are very expressive. Puffins are caring and thoughtful parents. When they leave their young to go to the sea, they leave their offspring with relatives for safety. Puffins are clumsy creatures on land, but are incredible dancers in the sea. They belong to the water. Their lives are long, loving, and never lonely. Warm companionship is your aim, so remember to nurture your relationships. Partnerships are very important to you. Cooperation to care for the young is a dominant point of focus. So I love that. I love that for you, Scorpio. So let's see what the tarot holds. We'll go with this deck to start with. Let's see what the tarot holds for our Scorpion friends. Yeah, those are cute little birds. I've never seen one in person. Like, I don't even think I've ever seen one at the zoo. But they live in like extreme cold and darkness, which is fitting for Scorpio, right? But they are the keeper of secrets. They are literally the death card in the tarot, death and rebirth. So you have going through those dark sides. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, first card out. So what opportunities are coming in for our Scorpion friends? Martini just pulled in. Yeah, that was too many cards. On the bottom, you have Magician. So everything that you need is within you. You have Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Star. So Scorpio, what are you manifesting here? This is about security and love and having, you have two major arcana, the Star, right? So having faith and new beginnings. Again, two major cards of new beginnings that are things that are being like handed to you, or opportunities that are coming directly to you. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. And these two aces, they support each other, right? Earth and water are the natural opposites of each other, so the balance of each other, as is air and fire. So let's pull out a couple more cards from the other deck, and let's just see. You have the Star, you have the Magician, you have new beginnings coming your way. So what do you? This is giving me the feeling, Scorpio, of wishes coming true, not dreams, but wishes. Like something you've been working on for a long time is making its way to you. Justice. So whatever it is you've been wanting for a long time, whether you've been working on it or you haven't, or there's been something blocking your way, I'm getting the feeling like things are going to start moving out of the way. And it could be with Jupiter coming into Cancer. It may bring some of your things to the surface that you haven't been looking at, or that need to be cleared out. There might be some shadow work, although the shadow cards have not popped up. You could be clearing of some old shadows because you've been wanting something, Scorpio, for a very long time. And maybe it was a lack of faith not a lack of faith. That's not a good way to say it. Maybe you doubted your ability to create this thing, or to manifest it, or to bring it into fruition. There was a card that was left up here from this deck, so I'm just going to use that. Okay. Because you have Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Star. The Magician is reminding you, you have everything within you. You already know how to do the thing, or how to get the thing, or how to create the thing. You have Justice. So, although justice is about balance and harmony, I get the feeling for some of our Scorpions that things have been out of balance, or things have, how do I phrase this one? Some things have been presented in a way against you, not in your favor. There could have been actually some lies and deception that someone has done, and that's coming into light, and things are now starting to balance out in your favor. If anyone has a lawsuit out there, or expecting money from something or someone, that's coming in. You go right from the Ace of Pentacles straight to the Nine of Pentacles. Aces are things that are coming to you, opportunities offered to you. Because of the feelings I'm getting, There's a payout coming for some of our Scorpion friends. Whether it is somebody owed you money from the past, whether it is a lawsuit, it could be something you don't even know that is coming your way. But you're going straight from this. So this is an abundant. Those of you who are receiving money out of nowhere or unexpected, or that you've been waiting a long time for, it's going to be a significant amount. It's going to be an amount that's going to, because you have the Page of Wands, that's going to make you finally feel like you can celebrate yourself. For some of you, you may have been feeling stuck, but you're going to finally be able to celebrate yourself and your life. So I don't know if this money and it's coming across as money. It was needed because like to help you just to live every single day and to pay your bills. And I've been there myself. Sometimes I am still there, trying to juggle the things around. That's coming to an end. I think there's a realization of something you needed to do, or something was already available to you and you didn't realize it. And then all of a sudden, things start to shift. Things start to balance. I do, again, think that for some of our Scorpions, or I'm feeling for some of our Scorpions, that someone has intentionally did something against you or something wrong to you, or made you appear to be not who you are. Painted you in like a negative light, if that's making any sense. But that's all ending, Scorpio. There's money coming in. Ace of Cups. We could lean into love, but I really think this is your intuition just automatically brings into light the thing that you needed to know to bring the truth forward so you can get your reward. That's how it's coming through without doing a personal reading for someone. That's about as close as I can get. But there's a payout somewhere, somehow, for our Scorpion friends. Let's pull your Abundance Oracle, Divine Abundance Oracle card, and let's see how this plays itself out. So remember, puffin partnerships, right? Family, community. And I don't think it's going to take too long, Scorpio, for all of this to unfold for you. I think it's going to come fairly quickly because your first card out was the Ace of Pentacles. So there's fast movement coming your way. So that sounds good, right? So just embrace it. And go dancing. Go dancing out in the desert. Throw your wand in the air. Let the energy just kind of take you away. And then you go, that was so easy when it's done, right? It was so worth it. But you have everything you need, Scorpio. So just let that intuition open up. And you're very intuitive. But maybe when it comes to you, maybe you second guess your intuition, where it's a lot easier when it comes to you being intuitive about others. Companionship, right? You have the puffin with, friend partnership, and then you have the companionship. Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. And elephants, right? They're my spirit animals. So, you have partnership and companionship, which is balance, right? If you have justice, things working out in your favor. So the wheels of justice are turning. And this could also have been a misunderstanding with a loved one, with a family member, with a friend. But it's all working itself out, Scorpio. So let me know if anything happens. I'd love to know. And I'm also a little nosy, right? Like, we want to know. Inquiring minds need to know. Of course, my kids tell me I'm just nosy, but Sagittarius, right? We like to, we are like the investigators, we are the philosophers, we are the seekers of truth. So we like to kind of dig into things maybe you're not in our business. Okay, Pisces, how are Pisces today? What is today? Happy Wednesday. Happy June 4th. And we'll see what spirit animal is working with our Pisces. So Pisces is it's the last water sign, right? So it tends to go like the hierarchy of the water signs. And, you know, Pisces are just so wonderful because they just have this innate knowing most of the time. They just have this innate knowing, and they just kind of can swim through life and just they take things a little easy, right? You have Cougar, though, assertive. Ooh, Pisces, what are you getting assertive about? Pisces tend to be very easygoing people. My firstborn, my daughter is a Pisces. I have 2 daughters. So, Cougar. Those are 2 different. Make sure there's not too many in it. In the book, it says Puma. I guess Cougar is also considered a Puma, but it's not written on the card. So I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so for Pisces, Cougar, silence, which is true. Self-assurance, confidence, camouflage, cunning, courage, agility, action, artistic observation, completion of goals. In silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. The noble cougar, also called a mountain lion or a puma, is a totem of courage and confidence. Cougar is a formidable protector who will teach you to observe from the shadows and see the truth in silence. Your intuition, hunches, and knowing will be enhanced by your cougar totem. You will sense threats and avoid them. You are capable of seeing and securing sanctuary and abundance. Cougar people are often leaders with keen and decisive minds. You know how to impress others, complete tasks, and set new goals. You may not be close to a lot of people, but you are a great encourager and loving friend to your inner circle. With powerful Puma, you will have grace, passion, and purpose. So there we go. Okay, so let's go into our tarot for our Pisces friends with our Cougar and assertiveness, although Pisces are generally not too assertive. It takes them a long time to get to the point of asserting themselves. But when they need to, they can do it. They can do it for sure. So let's see what the tarot holds for our Pisces friends for the month of June, as we're all influenced by the shifting of Jupiter from going from Gemini into Cancer. So that will definitely change everything. So we'll be moving from our thoughts and our thinking self to our internal feeling self. And for some, that's very uncomfortable. We don't want to sit with our emotions, but it's exactly where we should be sitting. 10 of Cups is face up. We have 1 card face down. So you're coming to a full circle or completion of a cycle, Pisces. So let's see what else comes out for you. Judgment, the Devil, 3 of Wands, 9 of Cups. Look at that. The Mermaid. So, let's see. Okay. 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups. So those of you who are in or looking for a relationship, that's available to you right now. With the Devil, I have a feeling that there's been some painful endings in past relationships that have kind of held you back a little bit, and you're not attached to that former relationship. You're attached to to the pain or whatever caused the ending of the relationship. So I don't think you're attached to the person. I feel like you're attached to the reason the relationship ended and to some of the pain, right? Because our Pisces can kind of hold on to their emotions. But here's the thing. You're kind of rising above that now. Judgment is rising above saying rising above judgment is not a good thing, but you're allowing yourself to be seen for who you are and rising above what other people think or feel you should be. But there's relationship possibilities because you go right from the Two of Cups, which is harmony and partnerships, right to Ten of Cups, and this is fulfillment. This could be a relationship with yourself, but I kind of think this is someone new coming in that is going to be able to give you what you haven't been able to get from other relationships. It's going to be the complete opposite of relationships that have held you back, or people who have held you down and told you that if anyone has said that you're not enough, if anyone has been mean intentionally or unintentionally, but still there's intention behind that. This is going to be completely different because they're going to see you for who you are, not for who they want you to be. They're going to see you for exactly who you are, and you're going to find out that you are exactly, oh my goodness, who they've been wishing for all along, or who they've been waiting for, or who they've been wanting all along. Wow, this is pretty powerful. Nine of Cups, right? If you're just bathing in the beauty that you are. Wow, Pisces, this is pretty... Maybe this is where the assertiveness is coming from. Not that you're assertive, because most Pisceans are not. But when you're seen and acknowledged for who you are, and someone tells you, like, I have been waiting for you, then you can assert yourself, not in the relationship, but you can allow your full self to come forward. You can assert yourself into your own wholeness. Is that making any sense? It doesn't make any sense, but it is. You can actually stop hiding behind, or come to the surface and allow yourself and assert yourself from the shadows into the light and allow yourself to be seen for who you are, because that's exactly who they've been wanting and waiting for. They've been planning on this to meet you for a long time, and they're so happy you're here. This will disappear very quickly. It's like that never even happened. Oh my goodness, Pisces, this is so lovely. So lovely. I don't need to pull any other cards for Pisces. This is such a lovely reading. There's nothing I need to clarify here. Pisces, though, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. But whatever this is looking like a loving, bonding relationship. I mean, it could be a job or a move to a new home, but whatever it is, it's exactly what has been waiting to happen in a long time, and it all comes down to you owning who you are. And this whole year, like since November of 2024, and moving through 2026 is going to be about that. Peeling away the layers, getting rid of the stuff, detaching from the pain of the past. Not that it didn't hold any value, because it's always a lesson, but not letting that pain keep you stuck and blindfolded, keeping you blind from the future that's waiting for you, right? And you rise all above that. You have this Nine of Cups. Look at that. She's just like in her element of like, please, can I have another golden shell? I don't have enough. Yeah. You're going to start to allow people to do for you, Pisces. So if there's any of you that have told people, no, I'm fine, I don't need any help, you're finally going to allow people in to be supportive of you. Yeah, I like this for you, Pisces. Let's pull your divine guidance card and let's round out your reading. So water signs. I love you guys. This has been a fabulous reading for all of our water signs. Yeah, it's always fabulous though, right? It's always great. Okay, Pisces, this is your last card. Inner power. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. To detach from the pain. To be fully, authentically yourself. And to believe that there is a dream out there and you are the dream for somebody. Stand in your own brilliance, or float. Swim in your own brilliance, Pisces. Inner power, again, give me the courage and power to do what must be done. You got this, Pisces. You got this. Thank you, everyone. This is our reading for our water signs. I still have to do I think I have to do the air signs. I don't know. I have to look. But anyway, until the next reading, sending you light and love, and I will see you soon. Enjoy your day.